Hello SEAL Team 7 members and non-SEAL Team 7 members. This is your SEAL Team 7 co-leader, Keimer. And upon informing my clanmates that I was going to replace my internal hard drive on the PlayStation 3 from a 40 gig to a 500 gig, I actually got surprisingly a lot of requests on making a video on how to do this. Now, from what I've read, it's supposed to be fairly easy, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how. I'm going to show you the first method. Well, the only method I'm going to do is first backing your information up on an external hard drive. So obviously you're going to need an external hard drive, such as the one I just purchased here. Make sure it's a USB one, because unless you got a FireWire to USB converter. And here's my external hard drive, 250 gigabytes. I don't know if you can see the price, it's $69.99. You know, it's all military and cool. I know some SEAL Team 7 members are already completely jealous about this hard drive. iOmega, 250 bucks. 250 gig, 70 bucks. Make sure you plug in the right USB in there. And yes, that's an Xbox 360. Don't hate. Don't hate. Now, if we can zoom out. Oh, and make sure your PlayStation 3 will recognize the USB device. If it doesn't, then you're going to have to format it on your computer first. Make sure you got enough room there, 232 gigabytes. And then here I'm going to switch to on-screen recording to instruct you further on how to back up and format your PlayStation 3 hard drive. Hi again. Now that we switched to the on-screen recording, I'm going to instruct you through the cross menu bar where to go to. First things first, we got to go to Settings, scroll down to System Settings. Here you'll find a whole bunch of things here, obviously. Got a whole bunch of things to set up, but what we're concerned about currently is the backup utility. And we go to Backup, and it's going to tell you that the trophies won't be backed up here, so go ahead and hit yes. And then it says something about copyrights, and of course we never care about copyrights, so just hit yes. And then it's going to tell you to select the destination of where the backup information is going to be stored on. So in my case, I'm going to hit the USB drive that we just plugged in, and I'm going to let the audio track take over because I got nothing else to say. Now, in case you were wondering, I'm going to show you how to back up your trophies now. Go to Trophy Collection, hit the triangle button, hit Sync with Server. The trophies are saved on the server side, so there's really nothing you could do about saving it to a hard drive. So what I'm doing here now is, well, as you can see, opening the box and bringing my new hard drive out. And then, of course, in order to replace the hard drive, what we got to do is turn off the PlayStation 3. And then once the PlayStation 3 is off, of course, we got to unplug all the cables. So once all the cables are unplugged, we need a set of tools. And I first suggest you use a flathead. And it's kind of hard to tell because of the quality of the video, but there's a little nub, a little kind of dent that you can put your driver inside, and all you got to do is just kind of stick it, and the lid will just pop off. And once it's popped off, you lift the lid and it comes off as is. What you also got to do is remove a screw. Mine's blue, some are black, I heard, and so for that we need a Phillips head. In the video I use a big one and fail pathetically. And so yeah, you kind of use a small one. Once that's removed, that's the screw, make sure we don't lose it. Once that comes out, you lift the silver notch, hold on to it, slide it to the left, and lift. So now that we have both hard drives here, it's the new one, it's the old one, 40 gig. Notice the difference is on the back side. Now this is because the PlayStation 3 one is currently placed into a tray. What we do have to do is remove these 4 screws here. This one, to the back. We got this one here and this one there. So now that's the tray. Here's my old 40 gig. Let's place that to the side here. Here's the new 500 gig. And it's kind of like a ancient cassette player. You just, I guess, slide it in. Because there's a little railing here, you can't really just place it. There, perfect fit. Perfect fit. There. Get your driver back. And of course the 4 screws. So once you're finished screwing around with your PlayStation 3 hard drive, get it screwing, so funny. We're gonna go ahead and place this back into the PlayStation 3 itself. Now as you can see, there's a little knob here, a little bump up here, and this kind of fits with the little bump thing shape place there. So what we're gonna do is slide the hard drive in. Oh, this is so hard with one hand. There we go. And once it's all the way down inside, you use the knob and slide it to the right, lock it into its position. And the knob down, and make sure, because on my first cut on the video, I actually forgot to screw the last nut in. So go ahead and place that where it was originally. There we go.
Once you got everything plugged back together, when you turn your PlayStation 3 on, your PlayStation 3 is going to prompt you to format your hard drive. It's to prepare the hard drive so the PlayStation 3 can read and write into it. So go ahead, format the hard drive. And once doing so, it'll tell you to hit X to reboot the system. And of course your controller's not recognized at this point because your PlayStation 3 basically is just into a format. So don't forget to reconnect your controller. And then, as you may notice, there's no save data, music, or any sort of photos left. So now we have to go to System Settings. Oh, before we go to Utility, let's see how much free space we got. Now 465 is standard. And you're going to lose some information for the hard drive, system, information operating system, and whatnot. So that's completely normal. It's exactly as expected. Now we go to Backup Utility and hit Restore, which now the PlayStation 3 will regain its information that we backed up onto the external hard drive. And before the restoration starts, it's going to format its hard drive yet again so that the PlayStation 3 is completely empty to accept all the files that we backed up onto the hard drive. So this is completely normal that you're going through a second format. And then once the format restoration is complete, you're going to go back to the main screen. You're going to log in. And now you'll see that I have my videos back, my photos back. Let's go to System Settings. Scroll down all the way to System Information, and boom, 385 gigabytes. As you may tell now that information's been restored. And obviously my contact, even my received messages are backed up, so I'm basically starting from where I left off. My games are all there, the Namco Beta, Turismo, Uncharted 2, my game save data is all there, my game data, there we go. The huge, I've actually deleted a couple because 40 gig wasn't enough space for me. But, so that was a point. Anyway, that's about it.